Deal Time with RT's newest edition, John F. O'Donnell. He joins the Redacted Tonight team with Lee Camp, the wonderful Lee, every Friday at 8 p.m. And he's going to be sitting with me today to talk about Bitcoin, altcoins, and other cryptocurrencies in general. Now, basically, I want to start off here and quickly ask you at the gate. You know, we talk a lot about Bitcoin on the show. It's one of our favorite topics. So what do you think about Bitcoin in general? Good, bad, yay, nay, thoughts, comments, concerns?
I dig it, man.
Yeah, I dig it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's different. It's rad. It's open source, as in everybody can see the code and stuff like that. It's not connected with any sort of centralized bank, a federal government, and things like that. And we've been screwed over so many times by entities like that that it's nice to have something else. And I think that's why people are so excited about it and things like that.
Right, an alternative, because you know there's a lot of skepticism around around everything that the government does. Now, I want to get into Bitcoin in general, and just your thoughts of the use of it, because it's starting to spread. It's getting bigger and bigger, and big names are starting to accept Bitcoin as well. You know, the Winklevoss twins, they're early adapters of the cryptocurrency. Overstock.com accepts them for online purchases. Peter Schiff uses Bitcoin for his precious metals business. That's his online trading platform. So there's a lot of buzz around Bitcoin, and some big money is starting to get interested in this in a very big way. Now, what do you make of big money now getting involved in Bitcoin?
Well, I'll tell you, it doesn't bother me, because the creation of this currency, this is the thing about it.
Yeah.
I think I have kind of two schools of thought about it. It bothers me and it doesn't bother me. It bothers me from the fact that this was created by these sort of like open source supercomputer nerd ninjas who created this sort of thing for an idealistic kind of peer-to-peer equitable sort of system like that, right? And it's been co-opted by these super rich freak shows, and that kind of bothers me because they can see themselves sort of cornering the market and making a lot of money on it and things like that. Like the Winklevoss twins, I think apparently they own over like 1% of the market, which is probably well over $50 million. And true story, they are using their Bitcoins to pay for their trip to outer space aboard Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic Space Shuttle. Like, that's true. Branson is accepting Bitcoins. They pay $250,000 each in dollars worth of Bitcoins in order to go. And that's like so ridiculous, and it's totally throwing in the face of the computer nerds who have probably watched Star Wars like 8.1 million times and counting, you know? So that is one of the reasons that I don't feel good about it. And I'm sorry that I'm going all kind of tangenty and stuff like that, but like that's sort of the deal.
But John, I want to ask you, it's my understanding, I could be wrong, it's my understanding that the Winklevosses were one of the initial adapters of Bitcoin before it was trading at, you know, roughly $600 a coin, that they got in there when it was trading really, really low.
They got them at like $9.
Right. So that's the question. Is it a problem with, you know, while they have the means to purchase it today at $600, they got in really early when other people were balking at them, being like, what are these kids doing now? They failed at starting Facebook, and now they get into Bitcoin so early. But it turned out to be a pretty solid investment. Is that bad on their part?
No, I think it's smart on their part. I mean, the people that really know money have a lot of money, and the people that, you know, and they also have these analysts around them who are financial geniuses as well, so they can figure out these trends, they can figure out how to do it, and then they could also realize that because of the amount of money they have, if they're investing in it, that brings value to it from other people being interested in it. It got some mainstream press with like the New York Times and stuff like that, so then it shot through the roof, and then went to, I think, well over 900, maybe something into the thousands. Then it dipped back down to 450, and everybody's freaking out saying it's volatile and stuff like that. But the thing is that a lot of people think that's actually just the market correcting itself, that there was just a run on it. So that's what made it go so high, and then it went back down. That's just the pangs, the birthing pangs of a new currency.
Right. Now I want to quickly get to this, because Dogecoin, I mispronounced it before, but Dogecoin, this is your baby. We're running out of time, but please tell me, what is Dogecoin and how does it work?
Okay, Dogecoin is amazing. I'm all about it. It's an alt cryptocurrency, but they're all about being altruistic and fun and helpful and stuff like that. Like, they're very new, but they've already been associated with so many charities. It's great. There's like Doge for autism, there's Doge for water, there's Doge for homeless, there's Doge for warriors, which is about you know, veterans that are coming home and are dealing with mental illness and PTSD and stuff like that. So let's say like Bitcoin is legitimizing themselves by people being angry at the establishment, right? Dogecoin is valuing itself by doing humanistic things and trying to make the world better. So basically, like everybody says, you know, if at Tip Doge, at Cryptiv is pretty rad, a great way to trade through Twitter. To the moon, and thank you for your time.
There you go. John, thank you so much. Awesome. I'm sorry I have to run. We'll have you back on to talk more about Doge.
Cool.
That's all the time we have for now. Bye-bye. Where are we? There we are. Have a great weekend. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/BoomBustRT. Please tweet at us. Ciao. See you on Monday.